Hello friends, it's Sarah from Sweet Scents from the Dollhouse. I am bringing you December's melting basket, and I apologize that I'm a little bit late this month. I was waiting until some of my orders and some of my D-stashes had arrived. I still have tons of stuff coming and on the way, so I might be adding to this melting basket. I thought that this would be a big enough basket to replace previous months, but even this is full already. I am still waiting on a Vintage Chic Scents order, 3 other D-stashes, as well as a huge Scentsy order. So I could be adding to this basket periodically throughout the month. I like to do the warming basket videos because not everything makes it to the empty spin, obviously, at the end of the month, because I don't go through everything. From one month to the next. Even my weekly What's Melting videos, I don't always feature everything on my channel. Just if I did, it would be like 4-hour videos. So with that being said, let's get into it. So this video isn't 1,000 hours long too. So the first one was Deluxe Blossom Bag from Vintage Chic Scents that I shared between myself and my friend Rhonda in Portland, Oregon. We just split this one. This is Coal Miner's Daughter. It was poured in October of this year. It's blueberry muffin and cornbread. It smells fantastic. I have done some more looking into Vintage Chic scents just from vlogs, blogs, the D-stash pages, so on and so forth. A lot of people say that Kirby's stuff could take anywhere between 3 to 6 months to cure. I really hope that's not the case for the big order that I had just placed. But again, I'm brand new in the vendor wax world, so I'm just now getting my feet wet. D-stash is a great way to do that because by the time you receive your D-stash, it's already cured. It could have been sitting around at somebody else's house for 3 to 6 months. So the majority of the stuff that you receive on D-stash, you can usually melt right away. This one I'm unsure of. This is Sassy Girl Aromas Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow type. If you watch my Q&A cutting video, I hacked up this loaf. I didn't do a very good job. It's really messy. I kind of have a love-hate for this scent, to be honest. On cold, it kind of smells like plastic. Same with when it's warming, but then I get these hints of like the most delicious vanilla pumpkin scent. So I'm starting to wonder if perhaps this hasn't had enough cure time. I'm going to try it again now that I have a warmer, literally a warmer. The one that I ordered from Barrett's Wax Crafts is a 20-watt, super duper hot element warmer. I'm going to give it another try this month in this super hot warmer. If it still doesn't throw, I'm going to try and I'll just, make a note of the date, revisit it in 30 days. If it could just possibly be my house. Maybe it's just not going to throw for me. And in that case, there's no sense in holding on to wax that doesn't work. So I will de-stash that in 30 days from now if it's still not working. Oh, we are losing battery power, folks. My apologies. So the next one is Margot's Ballerina Clouds, Grandma's Pearls, and Jackie O. This is Marshmallow Coconut Cream Pie, Marshmallow Lavender Vanilla, Marshmallow Birthday Cake, and Vanilla Bean Noel. Again, this was from a D-stash, so there's just one rose in the bottom of this bag. It was poured in January of this year, so this has had plenty of time to cure, and I'm very eager to not only try more of Vintage Chic scents, but also experiment with like sleepy time blends. The next one is Southbound Soap Company's Heart-Shaped Cookies. This is Pink Sugar, Marshmallow, Vanilla Bean Noel, and Frosted Sugar Cookie. This one is from July of this year. So I find that Southbound Soap, obviously the longer the better, the more potent it gets. But for the most part, Southbound Soap Company, you can warm right away. And I think that this will be a nice break from the heavier and spicy Christmas blends. So I tossed that in the basket. The next one is raspberry jam, toasted marshmallow, candy corn, creamy coconut milk, and vanilla bean Noel from Sassy Girl Aroma. I cannot tell you, this smells to die for. It was probably one of my favorites out of my most recent Sassy Girl D-Stash video. But the raspberry jam too, you could melt this year round, because the raspberry jam would be nice in the spring and summer, but everything else is, I mean, a great bakery blend for any time of the year too. This one I almost de-stashed right away. This is Sassy Girl Aroma's cinnamon rolls with vanilla frosting. Oh, cool, that smells good, but I just thought, oh man, I have so many cinnamon bakery scents right now. I really don't need this in my collection. I'm so glad I cut a chunk off and tried it today. It's actually warming in my room right now. Holy, it's deadly. It wasn't marked with a date, but it is definitely cured and will likely just get better with time. So I won't be de-stashing that one anytime soon. The next one is Southbound Soaps Gingerbread Cake Pops. This was poured in October. Again, Southbound, you can usually melt shortly after purchase, but if I don't get a super throw off this, I will put it away and break it out again next year. This is another one, Southbound Soap, probably from the same time period. This one was poured in October as well. This is her Super Sugar Cookie Blend. Oh, it's deadly. Smells phenomenal. I think I will be planning Wax Wars cookie melt off over the Christmas holidays, so stay tuned for that because this will definitely be on that list. There's only two little donuts, or yeah, literally donut shaped wax tarts in here. This is Southbound Soaps Marshmallow Jam Cookies. This was one of the very first vendor wax melts that I tried, and the very first Southbound product that I tried. This is phenomenal. It's marshmallow cream, sugar cookies, and sweet berry jam drizzled on top. I did purchase something very similar to this in Southbound Soap's more recent chunk bag reorder, or whatever she calls it. So Rhonda sent me a couple of these just to tie me over until that order arrives in Canada. So I was very thankful for that. I was going to save them, but it's too good. It's too good to not melt. The next one I tried was Super Tarts Twilight Series, Immortal Child. I received these in my very first Bam Bag order. On cold, to be honest, I wasn't really sure about this. It's essentially her Go to Sleep and Happy Birthday mixed together. Go to Sleep is lavender cream and pink sugar with just Happy Birthday is strawberry cake and pink sugar, I believe. So it was really sweet. And then Brandy's lavender is very different than anything else I've ever tried. So I was kind of like, ugh, I don't know if I'm going to like this. But I melted this last night before bed, and oh man, it is deadly. Now I understand why it's always sold out, and people just rave about that one. Another Super Tarts Bam Bag, and as you can see, we have definitely been dipping into this one because the kids aren't feeling well. This is called Snot Me Not. It is eucalyptus, herbal lavender, and Brandy's White Walkers. I believe White Walkers, I've never tried that one alone, but it's peppermint, spearmint, mint leaves, and vanilla bean Noel. So this has just got added eucalyptus and herbal lavender. It is fantastic. And one of these cubes in a 13-watt glade warmer filled up the entire house. So now that 2 out of 3 of the girls have it warming in their room, like there's not even any sense in melting anything else because this has taken over my whole house. And warming, it's phenomenal. It doesn't smell like Vicks either, which I really like. So it's a welcome scent in my home for sure. The next one that I have been warming is Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. I started off, because I got suckered into the annual Candle Day sale, I started off burning this just in the front room of my house. To be honest, I was like, can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to try it. And I kind of had this like guilt feeling, like maybe I've been missing out on something. And when I admittedly burned it the first time, and I've been burning candles for years, so I know how to burn candles. I trim my wicks. I make sure that the wax pools entirely out before I blow it out. I don't snuff it out with the lid because that just traps the smoke in there, and the smoke then messes with your fragrance. I mean, you name it, I've tried it. The first burn was phenomenal. It was the fragrance that I know and love, but by the second and third burn, it was, I'm not sure if my camera will pick it up, but it was getting really smoky, sooty, and affecting the performance of the candle. So I just thought, I'm done with that. So I have been melting it on my new 20-watt Barrett's Waxcraft warmer that I purchased through him. I think the warmer is actually from candlewarmers.com. I believe that he just supplies them to his customers. It does take a while for the wax to fully pool, and what it does is an element warmer. I'll show you in another video, but it heats from the bottom up, so it does take time for the wax to melt all the way up, but it does give you a much better throw. You don't get that smoky, sooty yuck messing with the scent of the candle. And I know a lot of candle lovers think that warming candles is a waste, and I get it. There is nothing quite like the ambiance of burning a candle. Just, to me, it's not worth the risk. With my home being in the middle of nowhere, having a small child around, or forgetful teenagers who won't blow it out, as well as the performance isn't the best. So I would rather do it this way. Ooh, there's so much stuff here. The next one is from a Canadian vendor, Make Sense Candle Company. This is her version of blueberry creme brulee cheesecake. Man, oh man, my voice is going. I better not be getting sick. She's got a great selection of ready to ship on her website. She's currently closed while she catches up on her holiday orders. She's hoping to open one more time before Christmas. This is fantastic. I believe it came with 6 or 8 of these little grubby shaped stars. I'm sure if you let this cure for some time, it will only get more and more potent and powerful. But actually, Tatum, my oldest, cut one of these in half and melted it in her bedroom. Her room is so small that it's actually so powerful right away that she found it nauseating and had to turn it off. Again, this is another scent that I just put it in a warmer and I turn off all the other warmers on the main floor of the house because it literally is a wall-to-wall, delicious, authentic fragrance. I love it. I can't wait till she reopens because I definitely will be placing multiple orders in the near future. The next one was from my very first multi-vendor de-stash. This is Sniff My Tart's Celtic Moon Spice. I don't know how old it is. It was originally one of her like fluffy shaped hearts. I love this. It's probably my favorite Sniff My Tarts that I've tried thus far, and I've only ever received Sniff My Tarts through de-stash. I have yet to place an order on the website. But this is beautiful. It performs amazing, so I'm definitely looking forward to melting through this over the holidays. And it's Celtic Moon Spice is very it's spicy. It's rich in spices, but I find this one a sweet version of Celtic Moon Spice, so it's really nice. I know I've said that I'm kind of over the apple and the pumpkin, but I received a partial loaf of Upstairs at Graceland. This was poured in July of 2017, so I'm sure that this is well cured and ready to melt. This is apple cinnamon swirl pancake cream cheese filling. It smells deadly on cold, so I'm assuming it will only get better and better. Hang on 2 seconds. My apologies. Usually when I film, I turn my ringer off or I don't even have my phone in here. I didn't even know where it was. Sure enough, it's ringing right behind me. Okay, so the next one was also from the Canadian company Make Sense Candles. This is Karma. It's like a Lush dupe. So this smells fantastic. I love the scent Karma. I find that this isn't very strong. Comparatively speaking to the Blueberry Creme Brulee, if they're supposed to be ready to melt right away, this one is definitely 100% stronger than this. Oh, look at what's this here. So perhaps this requires more cure time. This works phenomenal in a smaller room in my house. But I'm gonna give it some more time. I will definitely be melting this in the bathroom just because it smells fantastic. But I think maybe I'll save 4 or even 5 of these little grubby tarts and see if they get a little bit more potent the longer they cure. The next one was a little sample size of Vintage Chic Scents Lizzie Borden's House, and this one is actually from 2015. And like I said, they say the longer the better with Vintage Chic Scents, and this is caramel cinnamon marshmallow latte. I've never had anything that's in excess of 2 years old from Vintage Chic Scents yet, so I'm very curious to see how this performs. It'll just give me a better idea because I do love Kirby scents of how long it takes to cure and how long I have to melt the wax before it starts to go funky, because wax can go funky. I'm not sure about Kirby's wax, but I have had other things in D-stashes that reach to a certain age and then they don't throw it all anymore, so that's kind of a bummer. And actually, I'm wondering if that's the case with this one. This is from Bento's Wax Company. It's called Dem Gooey Cookies, which is toasted marshmallow and store-bought cookies. I've smelled it several times, and I keep thinking I smell toasted marshmallow, but I don't smell store-bought cookies. It smells more like toasted marshmallows and plastic. It wasn't dated, so I have no idea how old this is, but I'm very curious to melt it, see if I like it. I've also heard lots of reviews. Oh, wait. Rolled on. Oh my goodness. I'm such a boob. Okay, so this weird font that I could hardly even read. Something rolled on the 8th month of 2017. Okay, so this isn't old. That's a terrible font. However, this isn't old. It just smells like plastic. I have seen other bloggers, reviewers say similar about these scents on cold, so it'll be interesting. I'm going to try it out. I don't know if I need that whole thing in a wax melter. Seems to me like it's a lot. I could cut it in half maybe and see how it performs. I think this was just probably not the best scent to receive, for me anyways, as a first impression from this company, but I don't know. I've heard other things that, you know, say Bento Wax Company is fantastic. I've read rave reviews, and then I've also seen things that are kind of like, not so good. So I have to absolutely try it for myself before I make any assumptions. This one I'm really excited about. This is Sassy Girl Aroma's Sugar Shanty. I have never seen a scent like this on her recent scent list, but this is maple syrup, Gunsmoke, and bourbon. It smells crazy strong on cold, so it'll be interesting, and I thought it would be a fantastic winter Christmassy scent. And different, you know, not your typical mistletoe and cinnamon, you know. And again, I know I said I'm over the apple and pumpkin scent. This is from Sassy Girl Aroma. It's from a chunky tub, and the chunky tub must have cracked or something because it's just this giant piece of wax. And this one is Warm Apple Crisp. with whipped cream, and you can literally smell like the crumble from the apple crisp. Oh, it's deadly. So I will probably just take one of these, couple of these smaller broken off pieces and try it. I might even set it aside for next year, just because I have almost had enough of the apple scents, but I'm just so curious I can't help it. The next one is Vintage Chic Scents Axeman of New Orleans. And again, this is just kind of like, these are cut up coins, but it's sweet pumpkin milkshake and whipped cream. I do love, love, love Kirby's sweet pumpkin. It's so good. And I know I've said it on my channel before. She's like probably my second favorite indie vendor so far, just because her scents are so unique. Next one is Southbound Soap Company's Pink Sugared Cinnamon Donuts. This is pink sugar, fresh crushed cinnamon bark, baked yellow cake with notes of creamy, buttery vanilla. And this one was poured back in June, so it is absolutely powerful and super cute. Look how cute that is. And I'm starting to discover that I love the fragrance cinnamon bark. Like if you've ever smelt cinnamon sticks, that's what it smells like an authentic cinnamon stick to me anyways. And it really balances out that pink sugar, because I find that pink sugar tends to be a very dominant fragrance. To my nose anyways, when there's pink sugar in a blend, sometimes that's all I can smell. And I do enjoy it, but it's nice to smell the other scents. The next one is Scoopable Tart Wax Pumpkin Milkshake. I know I showcased this, or I showed this before when I was opening my multi-vendor D-stash. I found out that she was the original creator of Rose Girls. She has since passed the company on to her daughter Jen, and then she kind of came out with this scoopable wax. This fragrance, Pumpkin Milkshake, is deadly. I'm not sure how I feel about scoopable wax quite yet, just because I'm super klutzy and I'm a walking disaster all on my own. I don't need, you know, any encouragement to be messy, so it will be curious to see how this turns out for me. The fragrance is beautiful, and I went back because I'm trying to find out where I saw it. Perhaps it's Pink Zebra. I've heard Pink Zebra is now another MLM company, kind of like Scentsy, or they're trying to kind of be like Scentsy, but they only do scoopable wax tarts. They've got consultants, and they're doing the same thing as Scentsy now. Maybe it was that scoopable wax doubles as body cream. I don't know, but I know I've heard that somewhere. I'm not crazy. I tried to put this on my skin. I wouldn't want to smell like pumpkin milkshake, but it's gorgeous. I'm very eager to melt this, and I've heard rave reviews about the scoopables as well. I'm too messy. Like, that could turn into a total disaster for me, or who knows, I might love it and have to place an order with her. So the next one is Vintage Chic Scents Anna Sugar Plum Fairies, which was just poured in September of this year. It's sweet sugar plums, cotton candy frosting. I know when I did my unboxing of my Vintage Chics D-stash, I said that I probably wasn't going to keep this. I personally don't like the scent of plums in home fragrance. However, both my children love this, and they're right. It is a very unique scent to be warming at Christmas time. So we're going to keep it. I might try and cut off a little teeny tiny sliver of it and see how well it throws, but I'm guessing that this is likely going to need some more cure time. So perhaps I'll just save it for next Christmas. But both the girls really enjoyed that scent on cold. This one, on the other hand, is I Saw Mummy Kissing Cookie Monster by Vintage Chic Scents. And this one was poured back in May of this year, so it's had plenty of time. It's warm cookie bars, cherry chips, cranberry marshmallows, sugar cookies, sugar cookie dough, buttercream frosting, and sugar milk. This one smells to die for, and I'm so excited to cut this up and melt it. The next one is from a company called Wonderberry I've never tried, and this is called Pumpkin Fest. This one was poured in July of this year, and the scent notes are Fall Festival, which is apple, cinnamon, clove, vanilla, and then pumpkin pie and leaves. This one smells so good. And I know I've said it, I should be done with these fall scents, but I just want to try and melt a cube or two just to try it out, and then likely it will go with the rest of the scoopables into my pumpkin collection, and I will revisit it in September. Another one is Warm Vanilla Caramel Birthday Pretzels by Sassy Girl Aroma, and this is just one little chunk. I'm very eager to try some pretzel blends, so I think this is a great place to start. So I will definitely get at least 2 melts out of that. And then I can decide whether or not I like pretzel blends before I place another order. Another one from Make Sense Candle Company is Marshmallow Fireside. This was a twin pack of scallops. I find that with some of Sherry scents, some I have put the whole tart in, but most of them you can get away with cutting them in half. So for $2.50 Canadian, that was 4 wax melts, and this is a phenomenal fireside scent. I love it. I have kind of been hoarding my last half of tart because I don't know when she's going to reopen, and I need more of this for sure in my collection. This one was a really cute little tube of Sassy Girl scents that my friend Rhonda sent me, and like if you spin it, she's got the scent notes for all of them. I've tried 2 so far, so the 4 at the bottom that I'm going to get into this month are Creamy Nutmeg Latte Marshmallow Sweet Pumpkin and Apple Butter Toasted Marshmallow Graham Crackers. So I will probably save these 2 for next year, or until I can find some of these Sassy Girl scents, because I was pleasantly impressed with those ones. Like, they were basically Bath and Body Works dupes, like Cider Lane, but with blackberry, and oh, so good. Actually, you will see one of those in my this week's episode of, when is this video going up? You will see one of those scents featured in Wax Wars when I did the cider melt off. So if you haven't seen that video yet, check it out. It is in the Wax Wars playlist. Let's get into some of these mainstream ones as well. I have some Scentsy on here, and you will notice that very little Scentsy. In the end of this video, there will be a link to my Scentsy Seasonal Smellies. You have to check that one out, because I have a whole lineup of what I'm warming as far as holiday fragrances with Scentsy this year. So here are just a couple that I threw in. Autumn Stroll. I love this one. It's very, oh, I don't even know how to describe this without looking at scent notes. It's like leaves and cinnamon and clove, nutmeg, a lot of nutmeg in this one. Everything that makes autumn so fantastic is in this bar. I love this. This is a June Bring Back My Bar 2017. I received 3 or 4 of these in my Scentsy D stash, and I'm so glad I got to try these. I love this. And not just limited to the autumn. Like, I could melt that in December as well. I can't get enough of that one. My beloved Scentsy Satin Sheets. I love this scent as a bedroom bar. This is usually what I melt before bed, but I am going to be trying a lot more peppermint and lavender in the coming months. But this is This is usually a go-to for me because it's just vanilla and sandalwood, which I find incredibly relaxing. Scentsy's Clothesline. This is in an upcoming episode of Scent Scores. You have to check this out. This is probably one of my top 5 Scentsy bars, a staple in my collection. I love that one. This one I'm still trying to figure out, still trying to love it. I'm wondering if anybody else has warmed Painted Leaves. If you have any recommendations for blending this month, I would love it. I need to figure out what to melt this with because I've decided I really don't like this on its own. Or I could save this and maybe melt it with some more fall scents next year. But it's just such a shame because I really want to love it. Usually I love earthy scents, but it's just really loud and way too many trees for me. So if any of my viewers have any recommendations for Painted Leaves, I would love that. The next one, I considered putting it in my Scentsy Seasonal Smellies video, but this is Sweet Plum Pastry. I just thought it wouldn't really be fair in that video because this is retired. This is beloved Sweet Plum Pastry. I love this fragrance. I recently received my 3rd Sweet Plum Pastry from my friend Rhonda. I received my first 2 in a random act of kindness from my friends in Saskatchewan. I love this scent. I really wish Scentsy would reconsider putting this back in our regular lineup. But I like it just any time of year, including December. I love it that much. I would melt it 12 months out of the year. So yeah, the rest of the Scentsy scents have their very own Seasonal Smellies video, so that will be again in the very end of the video. Click that link and check it out because I've got some great Scentsy lineups for the holidays. Oh, I have this little one. This is Sassy Girl Aromas Apple Spice, Vanilla Pine, Cones, and Vanilla Bean Noel. I am typically not a pine fan, but this blend is gorgeous. I've been saving this for my very first multi-vendor D-stash. My friend Rhonda just threw it in as a little sample. And because of the apple spice, the Vanilla Bean Noel, it definitely mellows out that tree scent, and it is amazing. I've been saving this, I think between this and like cookies and cream or milk and cookies, or even like a caramel latte blend Christmas morning would knock me off my socks. So this will probably be warming on Christmas. The next one is Galaxy Candles Maple Cheesecake. I received this as just a little sampler. It smells phenomenal. I wasn't really sure if I liked cheesecake in home fragrances, and even on cold I'm not sure that I like them, but once it's warming I really like cheesecake in home fragrance scents. It has to be done properly. The very first BZ Tarts I received in the first multi-vendor D-stash was this brown sugar pound cake. I thought maybe it was a BZ Tarts thing. No, it's a brown sugar pound cake type thing. I just don't like this scent. However, in my second multi-vendor D-stash, I received BZ Tarts version of almond cream, and it is super strong, super powerful, so I'm going to try and blend these two together. I thought it might make something, I don't know, interesting and bakery. This has definitely given me an all brand new impression of BZ Tarts, as well as the other ones I received. I think in my second multi-vendor D-stash, I received 4 or even 5 of these souffle cups, and holy, BZ Tarts is strong. Definitely powerful little suckers. So I'm eager to melt those. Ella has gone and lost the lid to this one. I have no idea where it is. This one is beautiful. It's like a mistletoe and I don't know, cranberry scent or something. It smells gorgeous. This too would be amazing for Christmas morning. have to find the lid because I don't want it to like get all gross and dried out. Oh, I have another Scentsy one here. Scentsy's Happy Birthday. Grace warms this all the time. And when I was making this melting basket, she's like, you have to throw a happy birthday in there. I was like, Grace, for December? Like, it's nobody's birthday in December. She's like, yep, we're putting this in the basket for baby Jesus. Okay, Grace, whatever. So that is her contribution to December's warming basket, is Scensy's Happy Birthday. So fine, whatever. Ooh, we have some Walmart brand wax here. And this is American wax that I've managed to find in Canada. This is Sensationals Black Pepper and Rosemary. I haven't warmed this yet, but I actually love this on cold. It's a beautiful green color. Oh, it's so nice. It's like a perfect blend of both. It kind of smells a little bit like soap or like, I don't know, like a face mask that I've tried. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think that this would make a great scent for either the bathroom or the kitchen. It's really nice. The next one is Sensationals Blackberry Cider. This was featured in this week's Wax Wars video. I love this. It's such a great scent, as well as I have one of the Sensationals duos, which is Blackberry Cider and Warm Cashmere, something like that. That one's really nice too, or Vanilla Cashmere. So I will definitely be warming this one this month also. It's a very different spin on like your traditional cider. Which this one is Barrett's Waxcraft sample that he sent me, Gingerbread House. I like this on cold. It's just straight gingerbread. There's no frosting, there's no sugar, there's no frills to this one. It's nice if you just like the smell of like gingerbread cookie without all the sugar. I thought this one would make a great melt for the holidays as well. Oh, I forgot this one. This is Sensationals Turkish Spice Market. Oh, I love this, and I'm so happy I have, oh, sorry. I'm so happy I have 3 or 4 of these now. Oh, that must have been so loud. I apologize. It's like the curse of having carpal tunnels. One minute your hands are working, the next minute, they're not working anymore. I don't know if you can see the scars, but I've even had the surgery on this hand and didn't do a damn thing. So anyways, Turkish Spice Market is really, really nice spice blend. It's actually going in my bathroom right now, and it's a phenomenal performer. But light, like not heavy spicy, it's really light spice. This is L3 Waxy Wonders. I've always been a die-hard fan of Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, but this is pumpkin pecan waffles mixed with sweet potato spice. I have never tried sweet potato in home fragrance, so I'm eager to cut one of these up and give it a whirl. And I'm not knocking it till I try it because, you know, I thought zucchini bread was going to be disgusting, and it turns out I love zucchini bread in home fragrance. So I'm going to keep my comments reserved till after I melt it. This one is Southbound Soap Company. I received a 6-pack of this in my very first multi-vendor destash. I have definitely been enjoying this. Milk and Cookies is sweet caramelized milk and old-fashioned sugar cookies. I thought that this would be perfect. It was poured in September of this year, but Southbound Soap Company really doesn't require that much curing time because it is so powerful already. I plan on melting this Christmas Eve while the kids and I are doing milk and cookies in preparation for Santa. That would be perfect. Here is another mainstream scent that I've fallen in love with. I didn't even really realize that Glade did wax melts until just this month, but I absolutely love this one. I've purchased a couple of these now, even as stocking stuffers for myself, because who else is going to buy me stocking stuffers? But Warm Flannel Embrace, which is fern, sandalwood, and cardamom. This is fantastic. But when I was warming it, I was like, it's missing something. And I know exactly what it is missing. The only thing that that bar needs is some patchouli, and I've got it. So this is from a soy wax company in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. I received 2 of these clamshells in a random act of kindness. I love the fragrance, just straight patchouli. This company does GMO-free, herbicide-free, and pesticide-free wax melts. Like, this is literally as natural as it gets. It is beautiful all on its own, but I have also melted it with a cube of this Warm Flannel sheets. Oh, these two together, it's the absolute perfect blend. So I'm excited to actually melt this on its own, because this makes a great bedtime melt for me as well. Patchouli is just, for me, it changes my entire mood. It mellows me out, makes me happy. Ugh, I love it. Whether it's home fragrance or I wear it as perfume, patchouli is just my soul scent. It's to die for. So last but certainly not least is a new vendor to me, Barrett's Waxcrafts. You will see in my playlist my very first haul from him. It's made by a man named Josh. He is just brilliant. This is his scent Antique Shop. It's probably my favorite so far. I haven't warmed it yet, so I don't know how it performs, but on cold, oh, it is so beautiful. If he ever came out with like his body line in Antique Soap Shop, I would buy absolutely 100 of everything. It's gorgeous. If you haven't checked out Barrett's Waxcrafts, I highly suggest it. And that one's not just limited to like December or a winter scent. That is like, it could be an anytime fragrance. This is Barrett's Waxcrafts Peppermint Vanilla Dreams. It's beautiful. And also a contender for December's Wax Wars. We are definitely going to have a peppermint melt off. This is a perfect bedtime scent as well, so I can't wait to break into that one. But I have been warming Barrett's Waxcrafts Snoozy Melts. This is what really drew me into this company. He gets rave reviews on this. He actually imports lavender buds from France. Kind of looks like rodent poops in there, but oh man, it's deadly. So the imported French lavender buds, sweet peppermint, and vanilla fluff. This is a top performer. This is pre-cured as well, so he includes a cure date right here. So this was cured as of November 10th. And I'm sure with the premium fragrance oils in here, it will only get better and better and better with time. Super excited about that. And also, I've already placed another order with Barrett's Waxcrafts. I loved it so much, I was like, right away, online. The next one was Old Fashioned Cranberry Bars. This is from Sassy Girl Aroma. It was a sample that I received. It seems like, oh, it's so strong on cold already. But if she poured this the same time as she poured my chunk bags, my loaves, and the clamshells that I received on this order, perhaps I should maybe let this sit around and cure for a while. Maybe even use it next year at Christmas. This is a gorgeous scent though. I don't know that I would order a whole bakery bag of it, but next Christmas, if she came out with this in a clamshell, I would absolutely consider ordering that. So there you have it. That is December's melting basket. I will be bringing you lots of updates and reviews on not all of these products, but a bunch of them. I will let you know how they turned out as I go in my weekly warming videos. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you check out my Scentsy Seasonal Smellies video. And once again, thanks for watching. I look forward to making you more videos daily. Bye for now.